Hey, this is David Miller with the Miller Group of Keller Williams Realty. I'm here to help you get real estate smart. All right, so today we're going to be talking about what's the top 2 things you can do as a seller to make sure that you sell your house in a shifting market. Stay tuned. All right, so as I mentioned, we'll be talking about what's the top 2 things you can do to sell your house in a shifting market. Well, let's talk about what's going on in the market right now. Number 1, inventory is going up. The new stats will be out in a couple weeks, but from the last month, it was up 75% more than last year. So there's more competition for you as a seller than there was before. We went from 0.6 months of inventory up to almost 2 months of inventory. Number 2, buyers are down. With the higher interest rate, there's not as many buyers out there. So what we're finding is that rather than getting your house on the market and having it under contract in 3 days, that shifted to 6 days, and now it's getting even longer. So with this being said, and being in the middle of a shifting market, what are the 2 things you have to make sure you do every time right to make sure you sell your house? Well, number 1, you have to price it right. Now, when the market starts to shift, what I found last time when the market shifted is that the sellers are the last to know. They think that the market's still tight and they can still shoot for the stars. Unfortunately, that's going to cost you thousands of dollars that you do that. So when I say price it right, that doesn't mean give your house away. Remember, when you price your house, that list price is not the sales price, it's the marketing price. And the goal of that is to drive as much traffic as you can through the property, because the more traffic you have, the higher probability you have to have an offer, and maybe even getting multiple offers and having leverage. So you need to price it appropriately based on the recent sales. Now, since the market's shifting, you're not going to be going too back far in the sales, but my recommendation is if the market does continue to go down, it's only gone down for 1 month, but if we see a trend, you want to price ahead of the market, okay? Because in those type of markets, if you sell your house faster than your neighbors, you're going to be selling it for more money, okay? The second thing you need to do is you need to make sure your house in top showing condition. I did a video blog about 2 years ago when COVID first started, and it started getting really crazy, and it was about what's the things that sellers could get away with. And if you backed up to utility lines or to a train track, or you had an odd floor plan, that was the time to sell your house because buyers didn't have any choices. Well, guess what? Inventory is up 75%. It's going to continue to go up. There's going to be more competition. So you got to get your house in top showing condition. You got to, I call it the 3 Ds of staging. You got to declutter. You got to depersonalize, and you have to deodorize. And if you go back in our video blogs, you'll see the video blog I did on that. But you got to take the time to get your house in top showing condition. You need to make your house look better and feel better than your neighbor's house, because I guarantee that when they go through your house, the next place they're going to go is to the next house. So you want them to fall in love with your house. If you have a vacant house, you should highly consider staging it, right? You want to tie into their emotions. Buying a house is an emotional decision. And when they do love your house, they're willing to pay more for it than if they do not. So those are the top 2 things I would recommend that you do right if you want to sell your house in a shifting market like we're in right now. If there's anything we can do to help you out, please let us know, and I hope that you are now real estate smart.